Could you be holding a fortune in your pocket change? A simple 1965 Washington quarter, yes, the one that many of us overlook, might just be worth an astonishing $1.9 million. In this video, we'll dive deep into why this coin is so valuable, how to identify the rare version, and whether you might be holding onto a small fortune. Stick around, because this could be life-changing. Let's take a quick history lesson. In 1965, the US Mint made a drastic change. They stopped using 90% silver in quarters and instead switched to a copper-nickel composition. This was due to rising silver prices, making it too expensive to keep using silver in everyday coins. All 1965 quarters were supposed to be made with this new composition, but here's where the mystery begins. A handful of these quarters were accidentally struck on silver planchets, the same ones used for 1964 quarters. And this mistake makes these rare coins worth a fortune today. So how do you know if you have the rare 1965 silver quarter? Here's what to check. A regular 1965 quarter weighs about 5.67 grams, but a silver one weighs 6.25 grams. If you have a scale, weigh your coin. Regular 1965 quarters have a copper-colored edge, while the silver ones have a clean, solid silver edge with no copper showing. Silver quarters have a distinct ringing sound when dropped on a hard surface, unlike the dull sound of Clyde quarters. Now for the jaw-dropping part. Why is this coin worth up to $1.9 million? Well, in recent years, coin collectors have been on the hunt for these rare silver quarters. The highest recorded sale for one of these rare errors? A staggering $1.9 million at auction. Collectors are willing to pay massive amounts for coins that are unique and historically significant. If you think you have one of these rare 1965 silver quarters, don't rush to sell it just yet. First, you need to have it authenticated. Here's what to do. Get a professional coin grading service like PCGS or NGC to examine your coin. Avoid cleaning your coin. Cleaning can actually reduce its value. Store it safely in a coin holder to prevent damage. Even if you don't have the ultra-rare silver version, there are still other valuable 1965 quarters to look out for. These have noticeable doubling on the letters and numbers. Quarters with a visibly misaligned design can be worth hundreds. Some 1965 quarters were struck on nickel or dime planchets, making them rare finds. So, do you have a rare 1965 Washington quarter worth thousands or even millions? Check your pocket change, search through your old coin collections, and don't forget to weigh and examine your quarters carefully. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more amazing coin discoveries. Who knows? Your next pocket find could be worth a fortune. See you next time, and happy treasure hunting! 1995 D Washington quarter itself. This coin was minted in Denver, hence the D mint mark, and is part of the classic Washington quarter series, which has been around since 1932. But what makes this particular year and minting location special? Well, that's where things get really interesting. Over 1 billion 1995 quarters were produced, so at first glance, it seems pretty common. However, there are specific varieties and rare errors that could skyrocket its value. So, why are people claiming that a 1995 D quarter is worth $1.6 million? This buzz likely comes from coin auctions where rare quarters, especially those with unique errors or perfect conditions, have sold for insane prices. Let's break it down. First, you need to know about 3 key factors that determine a coin's value: rarity, condition, and demand. A 1995 D quarter might only reach such high values under extremely special conditions. Here's what to look for. Now, if you think you have a rare 1995 D quarter, check for these valuable error types. If the lettering or date appears doubled, you may have an error coin worth thousands. If the design is not properly centered, these errors can be valuable, depending on the misalignment. A coin missing its edge reading can fetch a premium. If a 1995 quarter was accidentally struck on a nickel or dime planchet, it could be highly collectible. If you have one of these errors, your coin's value could shoot up from 25 cents to hundreds or even thousands of dollars. But does it really reach $1.6 million? Let's find out. Condition is everything in coin collecting. A 1995 D quarter in poor condition is worth, well, 25 cents. But a flawless MS-67 or MS-68 graded coin? Now we're talking serious money. The highest price paid for a top-grade 1995 D quarter was nowhere near $1.6 million, but rather in the range of a few $1,000s. While that's still impressive, it's not quite the $1 million dream some claim. So, is there really a 1995 decoder worth $1.6 million? The truth is, probably not. There are no verified sales or auction results for a 1995 decoder at that price. Most high-value quarters that reach 6 or 7 figures are much older, rarer, or contain major historical significance. That said, a rare error or a perfect-grade 1995 decoder can still be worth thousands. So, don't lose hope, keep checking your pocket change. So, what do you think? Do you have a valuable 1995 decoder in your collection? Let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this deep dive into coin values, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss out on exciting coin discoveries. 2000 Washington quarter that has been valued at an astonishing $1.6 million. Could you be holding one of these rare gems? Stay tuned because I'll tell you everything you need to know about this legendary coin, what makes it worth a fortune, and how you can identify if you have one. Before we dive into the $1 million coin, let's take a quick look at the 2000 Washington quarter. The U.S. Mint in Denver produced millions of these coins as part of the 50-state quarters program, specifically honoring the state of New Hampshire that year. But what makes some of these coins so incredibly valuable? Well, it all comes down to rare minting errors, pristine condition, and collector demand. Alright, let's break down the key reasons why this quarter can be worth a jaw-dropping $1.6 million. Some of these rare 2000 quarters feature dramatic minting errors, like double striking, off-center designs, or misprints in the lettering. If you spot these errors, your coin might be worth big bucks. There are rumors that a few of these coins were mistakenly struck on experimental planchets, the metal discs used for minting, which increases their value significantly. Coin collectors love flawless specimens. If your quarter is graded MS68 or higher by a professional service like PCGS or NGC, it can skyrocket in value. The 2000 quarter is highly sought after by collectors because of its place in history and the unique variations that exist. If a rare coin goes to auction, competitive bidding can drive prices through the roof. Now the big question, how do you know if you have one of these valuable quarters? Here's what to do. First, check under Washington's portrait for the D mint mark, meaning it was made in Denver. Use a magnifying glass to look for any strange misprints, doubling of images, or off-center strikes. Even small errors can increase a coin's value. The standard 2000 quarter should weigh 5.67 grams. If yours is heavier or lighter, it could be a rare error coin. If you think you have something special, send your coin to a grading service like PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, or NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, to get an official grade. Let's take a look at some real auction results to prove just how valuable these coins are. In recent years, high-grade 2000 quarters have sold for tens of thousands, and in one shocking case, a rare error coin was valued at $1.6 million. These prices continue to rise as more collectors seek out these unique treasures. So there you have it. The 2000 Washington quarter could be the ultimate hidden fortune sitting in your piggy bank or change jar. If you think you have a valuable one, make sure to get it authenticated and graded. It could change your life. If you found this video helpful, smash that like button, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on more valuable coin discoveries. And don't forget to comment below if you've ever come across a rare coin in your collection. 2001 Washington quarter that's reportedly worth an astonishing $1.7 million. Could you have one in your collection? Stay with me as we break down the details, key errors, and what makes certain quarters so valuable. The 2001 Washington quarter was minted in Denver as part of the 50-state quarters program. It features the traditional George Washington portrait on the front and a unique state design on the reverse. More than 400 million of these quarters were produced, which means they are very common. So, why is there talk about one selling for $1.7 million? Before we get into the rare and valuable versions, let's talk about what makes this quarter special. The 2001 series included different state quarters: New York, North Carolina, Rhode Island, Vermont, and Kentucky. Each has its own unique design, but collectors are always on the lookout for mint errors or extremely rare variations that increase their value. Now, let's talk about the most important factors that determine a coin's worth: mint errors, condition, and rarity. Some key errors that could make your 2001 quarter a misaligned design that causes doubling on letters or images, when the coin's design is not centered properly. Some quarters were struck without their outer nickel layer, exposing a copper-colored core. Odd deformities caused by worn-out minting equipment. But even if your quarter has no errors, its condition matters. A 2001D quarter graded MS68 or higher, meaning it's in near-perfect condition, can sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Always check with professional coin graders like PCGS or NGC to get an accurate value. Now, let's address the elephant in the room. Is there really a 2001D quarter worth $1.70 million? Well, no public auction records show a 2001D quarter selling for that amount. However, coins with extreme errors or unique historical significance can fetch 6 or even 7 figures at major auctions. For example, a rare 1970 quarter struck on a 1941 Canadian coin sold for over $35,000. And a 1932D Washington quarter in top condition can sell for $100,000 or more. So, while the idea of a $1.7 million quarter is exciting, it's likely a mix of misinformation and exaggerated claims. That said, some rare 2001D quarters can still be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Here's how you can check your change to see if you have a valuable quarter. Use a magnifying glass to check for doubling, misprints, or missing details. Some rare errors occur on coins struck on the wrong planchet, making them lighter or heavier than normal. If you think you found something rare, send it to a grading service like PCGS or NGC for authentication. Look up similar coins on sites like eBay, heritage auctions, or coin trackers to see what they are actually selling for. So, is the 2001D Washington quarter worth $1.7 million? Probably not. But certain rare versions can be valuable. If you're a coin collector or just curious, start checking your change. You never know what you might find. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, subscribe for more coin collecting tips, and comment below if you think you have a valuable quarter. 2001P Washington quarter has made waves in the numismatic world with an astronomical value. Stay tuned as we dive deep into the details of what makes this coin so special, how to spot it, and why collectors are willing to pay an absolute fortune for it. The Washington Quarter series began in 1932, designed by John Flanagan, to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. Over the decades, these quarters have undergone numerous changes, but the 2001P Washington quarter remains one of the most sought-after coins of the 21st century, and for a very special reason. So, what makes the 2001P Washington quarter so incredibly valuable? First, let's break it down by key identifying features you should look for. The P Mint mark signifies that the coin was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. Some of these coins were struck with an ultra-rare double die obverse, DDO, or an off-center strike, making them unique collector's items. On some of these rare quarters, the detail in the eagle's drum on the reverse is sharply struck and fully visible, which adds immense value. Now you might be wondering, why is this coin valued at $1.8 million? Well, there are a few reasons. Only a handful of 2001P quarters with these specific errors exist. High-end collectors and investors are always on the lookout for unique, rare error coins. In a major auction, one of these quarters fetched an astounding $1.8 million, setting a record for modern U.S. quarters. So, how do you know if you have one of these million-dollar treasures? Here's what to do. Look for the P below Washington's ponytail. Search for signs of double die errors or off-center strikes. Check the clarity of the eagle's drum lines. A normal 2001 quarter weighs 5.67 grams. Any deviation might indicate an error. Professional coin grading services like PCGS or NGC can verify your coin's authenticity. So there you have it. The 2001P Washington quarter could change your life if you're lucky enough to find one. Make sure to check your pocket change, look closely at those quarters, and who knows? You might be sitting on a fortune. 2013 D Washington quarter was minted in the Denver Mint as part of the America the Beautiful series. While millions were struck, one specific variation has collectors willing to pay 7 figures. But what makes this quarter so different? Let's break it down. Most valuable coins have something unique, an error, a rare strike, or an unusual misprint. In this case, experts believe the $1.3 million 2013 D Washington quarter has a rare minting mistake known as a die clash error with double die obverse. This means certain design elements, like Washington's portrait or the text, appear doubled or out of alignment. This specific coin was first spotted in a collector's stash in 2019 and sent for grading to PCGS, professional coin grading service. The moment experts confirmed the extreme rarity of this particular die clash, the market went wild. Collectors around the world started hunting through their spare change, hoping to find another. So, how can you check if you're sitting on a potential fortune? Here's what to look for. Find a 2013 D Washington quarter. Check the D mint mark below Washington's ponytail. Look for unusual doubling on the letters or Washington's face. Inspect the edges. Some rare coins have a smooth edge rather than a reeded one. Use a magnifying glass or a coin microscope to confirm minting errors. If you suspect something special, get it professionally graded immediately. So, is this coin really worth $1.3 million? Well, in 2023, a collector's auction saw a rare error 2013 D Washington quarter fetch over $1 million. The exact value depends on its condition, the clarity of the error, and demand from elite collectors. If you've got one in mint condition, you could be looking at a 6- or 7-figure payday. This just proves treasure is everywhere. Before you spend that quarter on a vending machine snack, give it a closer look. Who knows? You might be sitting on a small fortune. If you found this video helpful, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss another valuable tip. Also, drop a comment below. What's the rarest coin you've ever found? 2014 P Washington quarter, a coin that has stunned collectors and investors alike. Stay tuned to find out why this coin is so valuable, and how you might just have a fortune hiding in your pocket change. Before we get into the jaw-dropping value of the 2014 P quarter, let's talk a bit about the Washington quarter itself. First minted in 1932 to honor George Washington's 200th birthday, this coin has seen several design changes over the decades. From the original silver composition to the modern clad design, the Washington quarter remains one of the most widely circulated coins in U.S. history. The 2014 P Washington quarter is part of the America the Beautiful series, specifically honoring the Great Smoky Mountains National Park. But what makes this particular quarter worth over $1 million? Let's find out. So, what sets the 2014 P mint mark quarter apart? The truth is, not every 2014 P quarter is valuable. But some rare error coins and special strike varieties have collectors going crazy. One major factor is a striking error that occurred at the Philadelphia Mint. Some 2014 quarters were accidentally struck on experimental planchets, or featured dramatic doubling errors. These rare varieties can fetch thousands, even millions, at auction. For example, a 2014 P quarter with a rare misstrike or double die error can dramatically increase its worth. If your quarter has missing letters, doubled images, or unique colorations, it could be a jackpot find. Let's talk money. While most 2014 P quarters are worth face value, some have sold for insane prices. The highest recorded sale? A 2014 P quarter with a dramatic minting error that went for an astonishing $1.7 million. This coin was unique due to its ultra-rare off-metal strike and an unknown experimental composition. With only one known to exist, collectors fought tooth and nail to claim this historic piece. Other high-value 2014 P quarters have sold in the range of $10,000 to $50,000, depending on their grade and rarity. Now you might be wondering, do I have one of these rare quarters? Here's how to check. Use a magnifying glass to check for doubling, off-center strikes, or missing details. Some rare errors involve planchets of incorrect weight. If you suspect your quarter is special, have it evaluated by a professional coin grading service like PCGS or NGC. So, could you be holding $1 million coin? The 2014 P Washington quarter has changed lives, proving that treasure still exists in everyday change. Check your pockets, check your piggy banks, you never know what you might find. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more incredible coin discoveries. Let me know in the comments if you've ever found a rare coin. 2016 P Washington quarter that some claim is worth a jaw-dropping $1.3 million. Is it real? How do you spot one? And what makes it so valuable? Stick around, because you won't want to miss this. Before we talk about the big bucks, let's first understand the basics. The Washington quarter has been around since 1932 and has seen multiple design changes. But the 2016 P version belongs to the America the Beautiful series, specifically honoring the Shawnee National Forest in Illinois. The P mint mark signifies it was minted in Philadelphia. So what's so special about this quarter? Well, rumor has it that a rare error variety or an ultra-high-grade specimen could fetch astronomical sums at auction. The most valuable coins are often misstruck or double die errors, coins struck on the wrong planchet, extremely high grades like MS-70. Now, while there isn't any official record of a 2016 P quarter selling for $1.3 million, collectors speculate that a never-before-seen error or an ultra-rare variant could be lurking out there. Now, let's bring things back down to earth. Most 2016 P Washington quarters in circulated condition are only worth face value, just 25 cents. But if you have one in pristine condition, graded MS-67 or higher, it could be worth $50 to $200. Special error coins? Those could go for thousands, maybe even tens of thousands. But $1.3 million? That remains to be seen. Want to know if you've hit the jackpot? Here's how to check your 2016 P Washington quarter. Examine the coin under a magnifier. Look for doubling on the letters, date, or features. Check for striking errors, such as off-center strikes or planchet anomalies. Look at the luster and condition. Does it seem untouched and flawless? Get it graded by PCGS or NGC to confirm its value. While no one has confirmed $1 million sale for a 2016 P quarter, there have been impressive sales of modern era coins. Some rare quarters from recent years have fetched over $10,000 due to unique errors and high-grade conditions. Could a rare 2016 P quarter break auction records one day? Only time will tell. So, is your 2016 P Washington quarter worth $1.3 million? Maybe not today, but the hunt for rare coins never stops. Check your pockets, search your coin jars, and who knows? You might just discover the next hidden treasure. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, subscribe for more coin collecting tips, and drop a comment below if you found any rare quarters. 1967 no mint mark Washington quarter that is valued at an astonishing $1.9 million. Yes, you heard that right. Could you be holding one of these in your pocket change? Stick around, because in this video, we're going to break down everything you need to know, what makes this coin so valuable, how to identify it, and if you might have one in your collection. Before we get into the big money details, let's take a quick trip back in time to 1967. This was a turbulent time in American history. The Vietnam War was ongoing, the civil rights movement was making waves, and the coin industry was going through some serious changes. One of the biggest issues at the time was a nationwide coin shortage. Due to silver hoarding, the U.S. Mint stopped using silver in quarters in 1965. By 1967, all Washington quarters were made from a copper-nickel-clad composition, no more silver. And to speed up production, the Mint removed mint marks from quarters, which means all 1967 quarters were struck without a mint mark. Alright, here's where things get really interesting. The standard 1967 Washington quarter isn't that rare. Billions were made. But what if I told you that some extremely rare era varieties or high-graded specimens have sold for insane amounts at auctions? So, what makes this one worth $1.9 million? There are three main reasons. Some 1967 quarters have rare minting errors like double die obverse, off-center strikes, or full brockages. If you have one of these, you could be sitting on a gold mine. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being perfect. A 1967 quarter graded MS-68 Plus or MS-69 is nearly flawless, making it extremely desirable. Some coins are unique in history due to their provenance, or previous ownership. If a well-documented era quarter is auctioned in the right setting, prices can skyrocket. Now, let's get down to business. How do you know if your 1967 quarter is worth serious cash? Here's what to look for. Look closely under magnification for doubling in letters, numbers, or any striking abnormalities. If your quarter is heavily circulated, it's likely worth face value. But if it's in near-perfect condition, you might want to get it graded. Standard clad quarters should weigh 5.67 grams, but if yours weighs more, it could be a rare transitional error. The more detailed and well-struck your coin, the better. Alright, say you think you've got a valuable 1967 quarter. What's next? You need to get it authenticated and graded. Here's how ***. The top ones are PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, and NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Corporation. Many collectors and dealers attend these, and you can get real-time appraisals. Heritage auctions, eBay, and Great Collections are top platforms for selling rare coins. Hosts. So, there you have it. The 1967 no mint mark Washington quarter might just be one of the most valuable hidden treasures in U.S. coinage history. If you have old coins lying around, it's definitely worth taking a closer look. You never know what you might find. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more about rare and valuable coins, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss a video. Also, let me know in the comments, have you ever found a rare coin in your pocket change? 2015 D Washington quarter was minted in Denver as part of the America the Beautiful Quarters program. It features a special design on the reverse, showcasing Shawnee National Forest in Louisiana with a wild turkey in mid-flight. But here's where things get interesting. Out of the millions of these quarters minted, a rare era variety has been discovered that skyrockets its value to over $1.8 million. So, what exactly makes this particular quarter worth so much? It all comes down to a minting error, a mistake made at the US Mint that resulted in an ultra-rare and valuable variation of this coin. Some 2015 D quarters show noticeable doubling on Washington's face, especially on the words Liberty and In God We Trust. A small number were struck off-center or without the proper raised rim, making them highly collectible. This is the big one. Some quarters were mistakenly struck on experimental or silver planchets, meant for another coin. If your 2015 D quarter has any of these characteristics, it could be insanely valuable. So, how do you check if you have one of these ultra-rare quarters? Look for doubling on letters and numbers using a magnifying glass. A regular quarter weighs 5.67 grams. If your quarter weighs more or less, it could be a rare transitional error. If you suspect your quarter is valuable, send it to PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, or NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, for verification. Now, let's talk about the moment that shook the coin collecting world. In a recent high-profile auction, a 2015 D Washington quarter with a rare transitional metal error sold for an unbelievable $1.8 million. The coin was discovered in pocket change by an unsuspecting collector who had no idea they were holding a fortune. Experts confirmed it was struck on a silver planchet, making it one of the rarest modern quarters ever found. 2020 P Mint Mark Washington quarter dollar coin has been making waves in the numismatic world, with rumors of an ultra-rare variety that could change your life forever. Stay tuned, because in this video, we'll uncover the truth behind this high-value coin, explore what makes it so special, and show you how to identify one. The Washington quarter has been a staple of American currency since 1932, honoring the first U.S. President, George Washington. The 2020 P Washington quarter was struck at the Philadelphia Mint as part of the America the Beautiful series, featuring the Tallgrass Prairie and Salt River Bay designs. While millions were minted, a select few have caught the attention of collectors worldwide. So, what makes this coin so valuable? The answer lies in rarity, errors, and demand. Certain error coins and unique varieties have sold for astronomical prices in auctions. Some collectors and experts believe a rare die variety or minting error exists in the 2020 P quarters, making them worth much more than face value. Here's what to look for when checking your 2020 P Washington quarter. Raised, extra metal on the surface, usually at the rim. A coin with missing details due to foreign materials. A misaligned design can increase value significantly. Doubling on letters or images, especially around Liberty or In God We Trust. While most 2020 P quarters are worth just 25 cents, special varieties and high-grade versions have sold for hundreds, even thousands of dollars. But what about the $1.5 million claim? While there's no verified public sale of a 2020 P quarter at this price, expert coin graders have speculated that an ultra-rare error could fetch 6 or 7 figures if discovered. Found a possible rare 2020 P quarter? Here's what you need to do: don't clean it. Cleaning can lower the coin's value. Get it graded by experts like PCGS or NGC. Check auction sites like Heritage Auctions, eBay, or Stack's Bowers. So, is there really a $1.5 million 2020 P Washington quarter out there? The jury is still out, but with new discoveries happening all the time, you just might be the lucky one to find it. Be sure to check your change, share this video with fellow collectors, and subscribe for more updates on rare coins and their values. 2018 P Washington quarter that sold for a staggering $1.8 million. Could you be carrying a fortune and not even know it? Stick around as we break down what makes this coin so valuable and how you can spot one. The Washington quarter has been a staple of American currency since 1932. Designed by sculptor John Flanagan, it originally celebrated the 200th birthday of George Washington. Over the years, the design has evolved, but one thing remains the same: Rare errors and varieties can be worth a fortune. Fast forward to 2018, and we get the America the Beautiful series featuring the Block Island National Wildlife Refuge on the reverse. But what made one 2018 P. Washington quarter break records and sell for nearly $2 million? Let's find out. Now, not every 2018 P quarter is worth millions. But certain errors and unique characteristics drive their value up astronomically. Here's what you should look for. This is when the coin's design is mistakenly stamped twice, causing a noticeable shift. Off-center strikes, missing elements, or improper planchet errors can skyrocket a coin's value. Coins in perfect mint state condition with no wear or damage are extremely rare. A mix-up in dies leading to mismatched designs on the obverse and reverse. If your 2018 P quarter has a different reverse than expected, it could be worth a fortune. So, where did the $1.8 million quarter come from? It was discovered by a collector who noticed an extremely rare combination of double die obverse, off-center strike, and an unusual minting anomaly. At an auction held by a top numismatic firm, multiple bidders fought for this unique piece, driving the price up to a jaw-dropping $1.8 million. Imagine finding that in your pocket change. Want to check if you have a rare 2018 P quarter? Here's what you need to do. Look for the P mark just below Washington's portrait. Look for doubling, striking errors, or anything unusual. The fewer scratches and marks, the higher the value. If you think you've got a rare one, get it appraised by a grading service like PCGS or NGC. There you have it. One lucky collector turned pocket change into a life-changing fortune. Could your 2018 P Washington quarter be next? Check your change, visit your local coin shop, and always keep an eye out for rare treasures. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, subscribe for more numismatic discoveries, and drop a comment below if you've ever found a valuable coin.